Hey guys, so for today's video, we're going to be installing some slotted and dotted rotors for my '05 Duramax. I'm sure you guys have seen that in a couple other videos. And we'll also be installing some pads because mine are only about 2 millimeters or so I thought it was time to upgrade. And well, anyway, I'll be walking you through the steps on how to install those pads. All right, so I got my truck in the air. Now it's about time to take off the wheels and get those rotors off. Okay, so I got the wheel off now, and then you're gonna come to the back side of the caliper. You'll find an 18 millimeter bolt from the bottom side and also the top side. You'll wanna take those off. All right, so when you guys take off that caliper, and instead of taking both 18 millimeters off like I did, I would keep the top one in just so you could slide it up. So when you put it back together, you don't have to line up the bolts. After you've done that, you'll be able to take the bracket support off. There's gonna be a 13/16 at the top and another one at the bottom. Once those bolts are removed, it's going to be time to take off the rotor. Before we get these rotors on, I wanted to talk about why I got the rotors that I have. So these rotors here, they definitely needed to be resurfaced, or I needed to get new ones. And so I thought, why not just get some slotted and dotted brand new rotors off of eBay that only cost me $260 for the entire setup, rotors and brake pads, when I can get these resurfaced for about $100 for all four when I can just upgrade. That's pretty much the main reason, and it just looks pretty spanky. All right, so back to it, guys. I already got those rotors back on. They look pretty good. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna put this back on and we're gonna grease these inlets and outlets. Another thing that I wanted to touch bases on is if your brake pads didn't come with these metal clips that install into your caliper, you're gonna wanna clean them up as best as you can and also grease them. And if not, you'll take your new ones, reinstall these, and also grease these ones. If you guys are curious how to take these metal clips off, you're gonna come to the bottom side of the clip and pinch them inwards, and then they'll be able to come off. Not only are you gonna wanna clean these clips, but you're also gonna wanna clean the inside of this caliper. So how this bracket's gonna go back on is you're just gonna slide it in between the rotor, and then you're gonna find that 13/16 bolt and you're gonna line it up with this hole right here. After you've done that, you'll be able to tighten these back up. I'm not doing it this time just because I don't want to run to the store, but a smart thing to do is to put some Loctite on these bolts. Next thing you're going to want to do, you're going to want to take some grease. You're going to want to grease up these clips. After you've done this and you're about to install your brake pads, you'll see this little hook. It's going to slide right on top of this clip on the bottom here, and then it's going to do the same on the top. Now you're going to take your caliper and you're going to use this C-clamp to compress the pistons. That way that they can fit over the brake pads and the new rotors. All right, guys, so I compressed those pistons so I could slide the caliper back onto the brake pads and the rotor. Everything looks right, so now I'm gonna put the wheel back on. Okay guys, so I just got the rotors and brake pads installed on every corner of the truck. and I'm gonna go and take this thing for a test drive because they recommend that when you're breaking in these brakes that you roll about 30 miles an hour and then gradually stop, and then you're gonna wait about 30 seconds, do it again and again until they're finally worn in, and then you can pretty much abuse them as much as you want. But yeah, we'll hop in the truck and we'll go do that. Okay, we'll do our first test run. All right, they already feel better than the old ones. All right, we'll do our second stop right here. This will be our third brake test. I'm definitely happy with the rotor and brake pad setup that I installed on this truck. And if you guys are looking to upgrade, I definitely think you guys should too. It's worth it, especially if you're gonna buy from Detroit Axel. They're gonna cost you about $260, and anywhere else like the Napa store or AutoZone, it's gonna round up to about $400. So definitely check them out. That's about it for the video. Please like and subscribe, guys. It really helps me out.